not a very successful blind buy, I wouldn't say, to put it politely. Hi everyone, it's Sal here. Welcome back to another video. I hope you're doing well. So today we're going to be having a look at some brand new fragrances that I have recently added to my collection. I'm really excited for today's video because I don't actually do that many hauls on my channel anymore. So we have 5, perhaps 6. I mean, there's 5 fragrances and then one is like sort of a fragrance, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. And I'm not going to go like too deep into actually reviewing the scents. I'm just going to be giving my first impressions on these. And what I might actually do, to be fair, is I'll just show you the new fragrances, and then I might do kind of an update in the future on the same fragrances to see which ones I've been loving and where I'm at with them, basically. I noticed the Amy Glam here on YouTube. I know that she does that. I think it's a really fantastic concept, so I might actually do something like that myself, but we'll see, you guys. Today I'm just sipping on some sweet coffee. It's a really nice sunny afternoon and I'm feeling very relaxed today, you guys. First up today is Mariah Carey's M. This is a fragrance I added to my collection a fair few weeks ago now, or was it a month ago? I can't remember, but this is the oldest out of all of these. Some of these are like totally brand new. This one I purchased maybe around a month ago, that type of thing. And this was a fragrance that I'd heard quite a lot about in general. It sounded very intriguing from the notes on Fragrantica anyway. It had like a lotus flower, I think. It had marshmallow, it had seawater, it also had a bit of incense as well, I believe. So it really did sound quite intriguing to me. And first of all, I just want to mention the bottle. I actually think the bottle is quite cute. I mean, it's not exactly a very, it's not a very elegant, you know, elevated, it's not that kind of luxurious looking bottle, but I think, you know, for what it is and considering how affordable it actually was, I think it's really quite cute. There's something kind of endearing about the bottle and I actually quite like it. But so the smell itself, I'm just going to spray some of this one, and I do quite like this. I don't know if it's a total love, but I do definitely like this one. I actually do get the seawater note in here, which for some reason I wasn't expecting to really pick up on, but I do definitely get that with the marshmallow. So it creates this kind of interesting effect between those two textures in a way, because you do have that pillowy soft marshmallow quality, but then you also have the very like fluid kind of you know, salty seawater effect like blending in with that. So it's quite interesting actually from that point of view. Overall, it's a very lightweight scent, which is kind of what I was expecting given like the price point, the fact it's a celebrity scent. I was expecting it to be quite light. The notes are quite interesting, but overall the fragrance is just quite a likable scent. It's quite unique, but not super unique. I don't really know. It's okay. I like it. It's not a love. It's like not a love, but this would be quite an easy scent just to reach for, to throw on for any occasion, like even if you were just running out to work in the morning, that type of thing. I might keep it for that sort of thing, but I haven't fully decided if it's going to be A, staying in my collection, and B, if it's going to be one that I'll actually like wear a lot. It's kind of early days. I will say I like it. At the moment I would rate it maybe a 5 or 6 out of 10. It's certainly really nice for the price point. And yeah, that's Mariah Carey M. Next up today is another one that you might have already like noticed on my channel, and that is Fantasy Intense from Britney Spears. And although it is still fairly early days, I only actually received this the other week. I would say I am loving this. I've been wearing this really a lot. Like I've really noticed how often I have been reaching for it. Like the atomizer's a bit naff actually, but to be fair, the scent itself is really, really beautiful. It's this really ultra like flirty, really like Moorish, addicting type of sweet scent with that really prominent cupcake accord, with the really nice light-hearted fruitiness in there as well. But the thing I really like about this is the fact that they've added in patchouli, and they've kind of created, you know, a version of Fantasy that's a bit more grown up, you could say, a bit more like sophisticated. Like I wouldn't actually classify this as a sophisticated fragrance, but like it's more sophisticated than say the original. I still haven't tried the original, but just, you know, from what I've gathered and what I probably would think of it, you know. They've made this one a slightly more elevated version, just with that addition of patchouli in there, kind of grounding the scent a bit more. But like I say, overall, it's a very sweet scent. I really like it. It's just nice for when I have those kind of sweet cravings. I've been really enjoying this one. Oh, that was my ring against the bottle there. But yeah, I would say like my first impressions of this are really, really good. I'm definitely enjoying this one more than the Mariah Carey one. Like I would rate this, for how much I'm enjoying it right now, I'd rate this like an 8 or 9 out of 10, whereas the Mariah Carey was like 5 or 6 out of 10. But I'm really, really liking this one. It was a complete bargain. I got it on about 50% off from Boots, I think it was. So I only paid about £20 for this, and it's a 100ml bottle. And I really like the bottle itself. So yeah, really happy with this one. That is Fantasy Intense. Next up today, we have this really interesting looking fragrance right here, Glistening Amber from Juicy Couture. And it's really funny because I didn't actually think that I was going to be purchasing another fragrance from Juicy Couture. So yeah, I thought I'd kind of had enough of the Juicy Couture line in general, because I have owned a few of them in the past, and I kind of like, they're nice at first and then the novelty sort of wears off, and I found them a bit cheap smelling in the end, and I wasn't like loving them. Like they're actually okay fragrances, you know, in general, but I grew tired of them basically, and I didn't think I'd be going back to the house. But I read about this one online, like on Fragrantica. I found it on, I think it was All Beauty that I purchased this from actually. It was relatively cheap, especially for 100ml. I believe it was between 30 and 40 pounds for 100ml. So it was, you know, fairly decent price there. And I really wasn't sure whether to go for it for a while, just because of like the Juicy Couture line. I thought I was kind of over it. But actually, when I looked at the notes and when I read the reviews of this, everyone was saying how you know, sophisticated this was, how kind of, you know, it was quite mysterious, it was quite spicy, it had something about it, and everyone was saying, well, not everyone, but quite a few people were saying that it smelled more like expensive than it actually was, and that it was nice for layering, and all of these good things, you know. Like I was reading really, really fantastic reviews on this one, and my curiosity got the better of me, and I did end up blind purchasing this. No regrets whatsoever, you guys. No regrets about this one at all. This is a really nice fragrance. I like the atomizer as well. You know what? Immediately, when I first smelled this, it immediately reminded me of something else. And what this actually reminds me of is, I think it's called Oud Café from Montal. I think it's called Oud Café. I'm gonna find out for sure and leave the name on the screen. But this reminds me of that fragrance, but just very pared back. You know, Oud Café from Montal is an extremely thick, spicy, heavy, powerful, loud type of a scent, you know. But the thing with that one from Montal is it wasn't very wearable to me. It was extremely, like, it was just a very dark, intoxicating mood, very, very spicy, and I found that it perhaps lent slightly on the masculine side, although it was a very stunning fragrance. But this one, it's almost like that sort of a scent, but just very pared back. Like, it's not as intense, it's nowhere near as spicy, and perhaps this one is a bit sweeter actually. So this one is much easier to wear than Oud Café, you know. And it's really beautiful, quite a soft scent, softly powdery. Yeah, this is a really nice one. I think if you enjoy the likes of Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper, that kind of spiciness, and you enjoy Black Opium, if you like Grand Soir from Maison Francis Kurkdjian, what else? I think if you like Gentle Fluidity Gold as well from Maison Francis Kurkdjian, I think if you like all of those, then there's a really good chance you would enjoy this. And from one of the comments that I read, you know, someone was saying that they really like to add this to their fragrances to add like a depth to them. And in particular, they mentioned that they layered this with Black Opium. And of course, my ears pricked up, you guys, because I love that fragrance. And I actually thought the sound of that sounded incredible. So of course, soon after I received this, I tried out that combination and it is fantastic. What I did was I just sprayed quite a lot of this like first, and then I just topped up with my Black Opium, and oh my goodness gracious, it is such a nice combination. You know, if you wore them both together and then somebody smelt you, they might not quite recognize, or they might recognize the Black Opium smell, but they might be thinking it's like Black Opium, but it's something a bit different, you know. And I'm fair away with that. I'm so happy about that combination. It's fantastic. So yeah, really nice layering fragrance so far. So I would say overall, like for the price and considering how beautiful the bottle is, like to me this is a really magnificent looking bottle. I'm not sure if everyone would like agree, but to me that looks absolutely incredible. Very dramatic and very theatrical. I quite like it, but I'm quite fair away with this one to be honest, you guys. So as it stands right now, I would give this one maybe like a 7 out of 10 for how much I'm enjoying it, and that is Glistening Amber from Juicy Couture. Next we have Moonlight from Ariana Grande, and this is a fragrance that I was debating on and off for like such a long time. I'd had my eye on this one for a really, really long time actually, and when I looked at the reviews on Fragrantica, like many people were saying very, very good things about it. They were saying that it reminded them of the likes of Ari, but more mature and more sophisticated and things like that. I have actually tried Ari. I've tried most from the Ariana Grande line actually, and Ari was quite nice, but I found it a bit too sweet and actually a little bit headache inducing, so I kind of thought that one's not really going to be for me. But I thought, oh, hang on a minute, if this is a more mature version and if this is more slightly less sweet and more sophisticated than Ari and Sweet Like Candy and things like that, then there's a really good chance that I'm gonna like it, you know. So I blind purchased this and at the moment I'm not getting on well with this one at all, you guys. Let me know if you own this or if you've tried it. I'm quite taken aback actually, to be quite honest with you. Every single thing I've read, you know, about this has been positive, like every single thing. Anyone who owns this, who has spoken to me about it, they have also said they really enjoy it. So I'm wondering if, like, I do believe that this will be a good fragrance because obviously everyone is saying how good it is, but I'm just not getting on well with it. There's something about this that comes off very, very like fresh and clean to me, and I wasn't expecting that from this at all. Yeah, it's very, at the moment I'm finding it to be quite harsh, like quite a harsh, quite cheap smelling scent actually, which isn't very pleasant. But so I'm kind of getting some fruits, but they're very tart, and I'm getting this tinny sort of musky smell maybe. It's not sweet, and that's actually kind of throwing me off as well. I was expecting this one to be very sweet. Kind of like the look of the bottle, I was kind of expecting it to smell reminiscent of either Ari or Sweet Like Candy, but more nuanced and less sweet and more sophisticated. That's kind of what I was expecting, and this one doesn't really smell, it doesn't smell as nice in my opinion. And actually, you know, you just spray it and then it's basically disappeared. From what I found anyway. I mean, I'm gonna, basically I've not worn this one properly yet. I've only sprayed it onto card. I think I might have sprayed it onto skin like once, but I'm very, very new to this one. I would say like first impressions are not good, unfortunately. I'm not really getting on with this one, but I am gonna try and like wear it a few more times. And I will probably try and do just like a haul update on these, and then in the update I can obviously let you know like what I decided to do with it, but it's really, I mean, it's gone already, you guys. It's completely gone, and I just sprayed it. It's actually vanished. I mean, it's really, really pure longevity. I'm actually wondering if perhaps my bottle is old, you know, because I know people said that I read that the longevity was very soft with this one, you know, like a couple of hours, and that's like, I was prepared for that, but seriously, I just sprayed it and now it's like gone. So I'm wondering if my bottle's old or if it's gone off or something, because even the smell, it just, when I spray it, it just smells like alcohol with like sharp sort of sour fruits. I mean, I'm not getting any marshmallow, I'm not getting any sweetness whatsoever. It's the opposite of what I was expecting it to be, which is rather disappointing, but you know, my own fault really for blind buying it at the end of the day. And I had to try it because I was so curious. I mean, I'd had my eye on this for literally about a month and a bit or something like that. I was really intrigued by it, and it's such a shame as well because how cute is this bottle? I mean, that is the sweetest looking thing ever. And I sort of thought, oh, could I just keep it as like maybe a room spray or something because it looks so cute. But actually, I'm not getting on well with the smell. So like I say, I'll update you. This is just basically to show you what I've purchased. I'm not going too in depth at the moment, but that's where I'm at with this one. I'm not really gonna rank it out of 10 because there's no point. It would be like probably 0 out of 10 at this point. But anyway, that's Moonlight from Ariana Grande. Not a very successful blind buy, I wouldn't say, to put it politely. Next up today we have two really exciting ones actually, you guys. I'm really excited to show you these because they've been a complete hit. I'm so excited to actually talk about them because I was saving them from other videos. Like I wanted to mention them in a previous video, but I decided to save it and show it in the haul first, if you know what I mean. And that is Angel Eau de Toilette from Mugler, and actually Angel Hair Mist. So oh my goodness, you guys, I'm loving these so much. I really wanted to get on board with an Angel, but I never knew which Angel was going to be for me. I did used to own the Angel Eau Croisière 2020, which was a complete fail for me, unfortunately. I can appreciate that it's probably a very good fragrance. I know that a few of you have like told me that you do like that one, and I'm sure it's a really nice one, but just it was too much for me with like the fig nectar, the magnolia, the vanilla, and the praline note altogether. It made me feel kind of nauseous, unfortunately, so that one wasn't for me. But like I say, I did want to get on board with an Angel, just because I really like a lot of the Mugler creations. Like I'm really quite taken by them. In particular, I would say I'm obsessed with the Alien line. I love Mugler Aura, of course, and I really wanted to appreciate the Angel line. Like I really wanted to be able to appreciate the Angel line. So here we have it, the Eau de Toilette and the matching hair mist. I suppose the hair mist is meant to smell like the Eau de Parfum, and the Eau de Toilette is slightly different, but this fragrance, oh, it's so good, you guys. Oh my gosh. This is such an addicting sweet, beautiful, fluffy, feminine, gourmand, very seductive. This smells very light and light-hearted and just everyday, you know, but there's something very like, this makes me feel so pretty, and it just makes me feel like on top of the world when I wear it. Oh, I can't, it's just so good. So I believe the notes in Angel, you have a kind of praline sort of accord, perhaps vanilla, but I know that they've added fruits into the Eau de Toilette, which is actually kind of surprising that I like it in a way, because there are a lot of fruits in here and I'm not normally like a fruity fragrance lover. But to me, this is really well blended, and I don't pick up on one specific fruit, if you know what I mean. It's just a very nice, well blended, like perfumey type of smell. The fruits in here, I'm pretty sure there's like apple, there's maybe some sort of red berry. I can't remember exactly, but there are a few fruits in here with the sort of gourmand notes. And I don't think there's patchouli in here, or if there is, it's very far removed from the patchouli in the Eau de Parfum, because that's very heavy with patchouli, you know. And this is a much more lightweight, light-hearted version. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love this scent, you guys. Oh my gosh. This is one of those fragrances that I just got it and I was wearing it for like days in a row. I could not stop wearing it. It was just such a delight. And so I purchased this one first and I was fair away with it, and then I thought, then I noticed actually that they did a hair mist in it, and I thought, do you know what, I want to pick that up as well. So I wear them kind of both together now, and actually they add an interesting dimension to each other because, like I say, this hair mist smells more like the Eau de Parfum. So this has more patchouli and it's earthier, but it's still lighter than the actual Eau de Parfum, you know, but this smells more like the Eau de Parfum and this one's quite different. So when you wear them both together, it's just to die for. Absolutely adore it, absolutely adore it. And how amazing is that bottle? So this bottle is the one that actually stands up, whereas the Angel Eau Croisière 2020 that I used to own, that was like a flat one, it lied flat. But I like the fact that this one actually stands up, and I think it looks absolutely beautiful. It reminds me of like a Christmas angel or something like that. And this smells absolutely incredible as well. Oh my gosh. Oh, I absolutely love this. And how cute is that frosted glass bottle? I mean, that's so adorable. Really nice atomizer. I'm gonna get some on my hair. Just gonna waft. Just want to waft my hair in that a little bit to get the scent. Just adore it. So the Angel Eau de Parfum, I don't think is for me at the moment. It's very earthy, it's very, it almost has a dusty chocolatey vibe. It's got something in there that was almost a bit much for me at the moment, but who's to say that I won't end up loving that in the future, you know what I mean? I can't even deal with that, that's incredible. So I'm really, really happy with these. I'm really fair away with them. So happy I've added them into my collection. I think they're gonna quickly become a wee favourite of mine. I've certainly been wearing them both a lot, like a lot. And to be fair, overall I would say this is a fairly successful haul, apart from obviously this one here, which I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do with it yet. From my description of this, let me know if you think it's actually how it's meant to smell, or if you think the bottle has like gone off or something, because I might try and return it. I'm just really not loving. It smells like alcohol that's like gone off. Yeah, stale alcohol, sour fruits, and like a very like tinny smell. That's what this smells like to me. Nothing like the notes. You know, if you look at the notes and you smelt this, you would be like very confused, like I am right now. Which is a shame because the bottle is very adorable. I do quite like the bottle. That's Ariana Grande Moonlight. So there we have it, everyone. That's my wee perfume haul. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments which fragrances you have recently purchased. Were they blind buys? Were they successful blind buys? Had you tested them out first? Just let me know. Also let me know just how you're doing. It's always so nice to hear from you. So thanks so much for stopping by. It's been lovely having you here. Take care, and I can't wait to see you again on my next video. Bye!